Me like 2 minutes to. I gotta get the stream address for you guys. Coming up next. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna be this stream is gonna be up. Let us try to limit our vulgar words because I want this to be suitable for people to watch. So let's try to keep it limited. I prefer if we can just not curse at all. That would
yeah, no cursing at all, because YouTube's algorithms, if they detect F-bomb in certain words, like you notice that your popular YouTubers are cleaning up their dialogue, not because they want to necessarily use those words, is that if your video gets yellowed, which is the under review, the video doesn't get pushed unless it's making money. So you want to keep the video in good standing, so no cursing for the stream, guys.
Yes. Try to find another word to express whatever, but please try. Like I kind of feel like this is like this is like stupid to even mention because it's not going to be followed. But like, just try.
No.
Alrighty then. All right. What is going on? Why is it taking so long? All right, I'm getting the stuff ready, guys. All right. Can someone check to see if the stream is running?
Way ahead of you. I'm checking.
I got the notification. Stream is running. Excellent.
I just changed the title, so you may want to refresh. I'm going to put out the tweet right now, and then we're going to get straight into this. I really want to try to keep this under 2 hours. It's a very serious topic to talk about, and there's some things I don't want. I'm not like some of these guys out here who want to duck their head because the Me Too movement. I am not scared of the Me Too movement. I'm not scared of any movement. All movements need to be, what's the word for this? Checked. Because, you know, if you just leave things to just go crazy and rampant, it becomes chaotic, and it does more destruction than it does to serve to fix things.
Of course, Triforce, you ran VXG. Weren't you the tournament organizer?
Apparently so. Apparently so. All right, I'm putting the tweet into the room. So there you go, guys. Let me open up this window right here. Into the room. Let me open up the chat. A couple of more minutes, and we'll get ready to start. Cause I really wanna. This has to be addressed, man. I should have addressed this eons ago, but dudes is like, Triforce, just leave it alone. No. I don't want to leave nothing alone. See what happens when you leave things alone? They just come back. Nothing. Only children say, be an adult and ignore it. It'll go away. Only children do that.
Wait, you want to know why children say that?
Because they were told by their coward parents.
Or they didn't understand why adults stay quiet.
If you stay quiet, that means you're hiding something. It's that simple. What's going on?
Or you lawyered up?
Guys, check the channel again, please. Because
it's not working.
What are we checking? The stream is fine.
Well, I don't see any video. I see it running.
No, there's not supposed to be any video. There's just supposed to be. Okay, because I'm on this thing right now, and for some stupid reason, it's not. One moment. Why can't I click it? Oh, Sasha's trying to watch it on her phone, and she can't for some stupid reason.
Most phones have a RAM issue. It's the one part you can't upgrade. So that's probably why. It's going to take a while, but it'll be good.
Let me open the stream on my new iPad. Okay. See, I just want to flex real quick.
For some reason, she like, what is this? All right. Click, let's go here. All right, finally we got in. All right, finally. Let's pause this. Let's run that. Let's drop the settings down to no 720. We're dropping this down to 144. There go the chat. Hey Anna, stream is running fine. Thank you, Anna. Pop out.
Thank you.
The chat, full screen. The chat's there, right there, honey. All right. Okay, so we fixed that situation, and it's about it's just a little bit over 5 minutes. I put out the thing so you guys can retweet. Let me get one more thing here, and then we're gonna get started. We have a special guest that's gonna be on today. Bloody Bison from the Ark will be here today to talk.
Oh man,
yeah, he's coming in. We got some. We like I said, man. You gotta face this dead on. All right, let's open this up. We are here now. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. This stream will be available for everyone to review afterwards, so that you know, if you miss it or whatever the case may be, you'll be able to go back and review it. We're going to cover a lot of topics today. We're going to cover Me Too and Not Me. The Not Me part is there are victims on both sides of this, and I want to be able to talk about this. So Sportsmax, which is, think of it as a ESPN here in Jamaica, they did an interview with Empress Nile. I want to go over this article with you guys, because I think this article will literally give us a better opportunity to understand the topic that we have here. It says, "We can't always believe her. Lies about sexual abuse complicate Me Too story for Jamaican gamers." But the truth is, that's not for Jamaican gamers. That's just for gamers, period. That's just for people, period. So so over here in Jamaica, it says the Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck recently dismissed thorny issues surrounding Jamaica's Me Too awakening with a chuckle. For the country's esports community, like many, caught in the awkward but important moment of reckoning. The issue is no laughing matter and never as straightforward. Sexual harassment is very much a big issue among professional gamers. Recently, victims of the crime in the gaming community recounted their Me Too tragedies on Twitter and other social media platforms. Claims ranged from loving the tacos, holding a girl hostage until she agreed to kiss him in a gaming freelancer, Guinea Woo, being accused of abusive behavior and grooming, for which she later apologized for on Twitter. Some, like Omd Darani, I can't even pronounce the person's name properly, faced repercussions. He resigned as the CEO of the Online Performers Group, a top industry talent agency, after claims came out about him implying that sleeping around was the way to get ahead. Now, it's funny that statement is even made, because, you know, just so people understand, that line right there permeates throughout all of society. Girls are raised on that line. But we'll talk about that later. We'll get back to that. I'll explain how. What happened? It's not. Oh, okay. So the person says, companies have since disassociated themselves with many gamers. Twitch, a live streaming service, reminded the gaming community that it is also taking claims seriously. Shashawn Bailey, which is Empress Now, a competitive gamer in Jamaica, believes the major issue stems from the fact that society is set up for people in power to take advantage of those who aren't, but there are always two sides to every story. The reality is three sides to every story, but whatever. You get the point. Quote, this is from Empress Now. The Me Too movement is a double-edged sword with a lot of complications. There is no doubt that terrible acts of sexual assault on many levels are committed in various industries throughout the world. The way society is structured, it just allows people in power to take advantage of those who have none. But on the flip side, this is a huge issue, and more occurs than you think. However, there are those who use this movement to take advantage of innocent situations simply for attention, pity and sympathy, and more. Shashan strongly believes that some of the girls in cases where the Me Too movement has been abused should also be held accountable when it comes to light that there isn't truth to their claims. She has, in an indirect way, claims to have been the victim of false accusations and innuendo. Right? Let's go further here. While he has never been accused, Shashan's husband, Moi Triforce, has had to deal with the suggestion that sexual harassing girls from the couple's esports team, Empire Arcadia, has a female division called Valkyries of Arcadia. According to Shashan, there have been rumors about her husband's activities with young women in the group, simply because it is assumed that a man cannot be around as many women as the group employs without there being inappropriate behavior. All right. People wonder, how is he around so many girls and nothing goes on? They prop up stories and say he has sex with his own girls, which we will get into later. Best believe that. This is why I step forward to deal with the girls directly, so people can stop trying to create Me Too situations on him. The more he is limited in dealing with girls directly, the better off he is. Facts. This is why I just don't. Girls in this scene aren't as mature as you people think they are. Really, they aren't. I'll just say that. She pointed out another incident where she believes the Me Too movement is used irresponsibly. Shashan refers to a situation where she had a player who she believes had consensual intimate affairs with the woman who later took to Twitter, calling Shashan's player a predator. So you guys know what we're talking about. We're talking about Venia here. Quote, "That's not a Me Too matter. That's a lover spat, which she is using the Me Too movement to victimize herself for public opinion and sympathy. This is dangerous, and I know a lot of girls that do this to guys. It's really an ugly circle on both sides." She also believes that there's too much silence on the issue in general. There is one way to cut down a lot of these other incidents, and that's for us ladies to come forward with a report, she said. Like Shashan, I believe victims and abusers alike have a responsibility in cautionizing the existence of sexual harassment in the workplace. But I hasten to say it is important that in speaking about the victim's responsibility to speak up, we do not go into the realm of victim blaming. And then it says you can share your thoughts on SportsMax _ Carib on Twitter. So I use that as an opening to the entire situation here, because I want to go over these things. I want to give a shout out to all the people that's actually joining us in the stream and so forth. So Wes was supposed to be here because there's a gentleman we wanted to bring on the show called PB&J, as he has been accused. And he has been accused of sexual, I guess it's sexual, no, it would be, when you touch, is it assault, or depending on the touch, is it harassment? Can anyone comment on that?
I would not know.
That really depends on state law. Like here in Florida, touching someone without their consent to any degree is called battery, not assault. Assault is like verbally attacking someone, but in other states it's flipped, where physical touch is assault. But if it's without consent, then whether or not it's harassment is kind of based on, does the person stop after one time, or do they like follow you around and continue it? Harassment is like the repetition of it.
Okay, so we'll look at it. Let's just call it molestation. That's somewhere in the middle there, right? We'll just call it sexual molestation or sexual assault. And then there's obviously rape and all this other stuff. So Wes is not here, so we'll go briefly over PB&J. PB&J's, some girl came out to PB&J and stated that PB&J, while standing, they were standing next to each other, he put his hand on her thigh and put his hand up her miniskirt. Now, I'm going to stand up for a second. This is me standing up. Let me use my hand right here. So to put your hand on someone's thigh and go upward, do you see how that looks? So I'm gonna put my hand on someone's thigh and I'm gonna do this. That is, and the person said it was done for a minute. Now, let's say she meant to say was next to me and they were sitting down. So I put my hand on someone's thigh here and I need to go up. My shoulder is going to move. What I want to know is if this is done in public, standing or sitting, how did no one see that? How did no one see that? Right off of that, I just looked at that and was like, next, because I need pictures, screenshots, witnesses, testimony that they saw it. It was reported when he did it at the place. Oh, and the girl said she froze up. So in public, you're standing, someone puts their hand on your thigh and they're going up your skirt and you stand still in public. Everyone's standing there around you, nothing happens. Like some stories, it's like people, please stop over sensationalizing, victimizing, because that's what's happening in the Me Too movement. I put up a tweet yesterday, and the tweet is of Thanos, where he walks and he sits down, and he has this real disturbing, like, it's more like what's done is done, and then at the end, it's a little smirk. The reason why I put that tweet up is because it's a bittersweet victory that's going on in gaming right now. It's bittersweet. It isn't like, yes, justice is happening. Justice and injustice is happening right now. But for the greater good, there are more predators out there than there are innocent victims who face punishment, but they're innocent. So I would say there are many more than the innocent victims. But because we're sensationalizing victimization, innocent people are getting bodied immediately, and no one even wants to listen to their story. I just gave you the one with PB&J. Let me give you another one with a player in our team that was mentioned in the article on Sportsmat. We had a player called Vinia. He's a Greninja player. A person said that he Vinny was drunk. They slept over in a room together, and that Vinia initiated some type of intimate motion towards the person, and they kissed and whatever, but they stopped because somebody else was in the room and they did not want their private whatever matter going on. This is the accuser. The accuser then said it was all consensual. Oh, okay, then what's the problem? Oh, well, Vinny is a predator. Wait, okay, time out, hold on. Then it wasn't consensual. No, it was consensual. Okay, so if it's a consensual, then what makes him a predator? Because how he talks to other girls and stuff like that and whatever. Wait, okay, wait, time out. Are we talking about the situation with you, or are you talking about him talking to other girls while you want to be with him? Because if he's a jerk, that's one thing. But a predator is a very strong and dangerous statement. So I need to know, what did he do to you that was predatory? Nothing. Then why'd you call him a predator? Oh, that's right. Me too. You just want to be in it. So he didn't do anything to you predatory. At best, he's a jerk. You thought you had something with him, and he clearly didn't. He's cheating on you. Okay, fine, he's cheating on you, but he's not a predator. They said that only to find out, if you just take the moment to say, let's take a look at the story. Venio was like, no, this individual touched me without my consent. I was intoxicated. I didn't touch the individual touched me. I stopped the individual, got up, went into the bathroom, and he was distraught about the situation that the person touched him in that manner without his consent, and he was intoxicated. The Venio goes on to say, I didn't want to destroy the person by putting it out there like that. So he told the person, look, they can be friends, but the arm length, the Heisman. They got to get hit with the Heisman. Like, I'm sorry, but like, we get hit with the Heisman. Vinia forgave the person, which I just find funny. People call the U.S. a Christian country, yet there's a cancel culture. So clearly it's not a Christian country if cancel culture exists, because, you know, people have to learn to forgive. So Venia forgave the person and let it go. The person then tried to put out their story, say it was consensual. Now, Veni could argue this and make a big argument and turn the person into a predator. But he just said, look, I already said what I had to say to the person. Whatever, I got my side out. It's a he said, she said thing. Even though the person says consensual, I say it's not, but I'm not going to push up on it. Then a bunch of people start apologizing to Venia. But you wouldn't be apologizing to Venia had you just listened to his side as well. And that's what I don't like about this Me Too movement. No one wants to hear the other side. All people want to do is just hear the victims. Well, it's, first of all, it's not a victim. People have to understand you have the accuser and the accused. When all the information surfaces, you will find out who the victim is. Just because you came in and accused someone doesn't mean you're a victim. You're not a victim yet. You just accusing someone. We need to see the receipts. Pull out the paperwork. We got to read that. Oh, but like, so you don't believe me? No, I don't believe you. You're trying to say I could lie? Yes. I could. Yes, you could. You're so insensitive. What does that have to do with the fact that you could be lying? If you want, hey, look, you want to call me an insensitive jerk? Fine, no problem. I still need to see the receipts. You don't get off scot clean. Whatever happened to innocent till proven guilty? Whatever happened to that? Like, whatever happened to that? Mocat's prime example. He could have easily killed himself for that. What if Venia wasn't strong enough? He knows he's innocent. Everyone's going to cancel him. He jumps off a roof and kills himself. After he puts the tweet long, jumps off a roof and kills himself. We read the tweet long, find out he's innocent. He died because we mobbed him. Because you mobbed him. Because someone said he's a predator. Although contradicting their predator statement is, oh, it was consensual. So now someone just died for no reason. Not me. So it's like, I want to bring this entire thing up. Let me bring an individual in here. You ready? 1 second. Because this story now is a story many people told me, Triforce, ignore it. I never wanted to ignore it. I always wanted to face it head on. I had an opportunity to face it head on because I met the person in real life and I had my opportunity. I should have just banged them out, went to jail, and came out afterwards. Just beat them up, go to jail for assault, come back out, and then I wouldn't have to deal with this. But no, come on, Triforce, you gotta plead. And that's why, like, for all you dudes who are innocent, all y'all out there crying like little sissies, man up. Man up. Somebody attacks you, attack them back. But what if it's a girl? What's that supposed to mean? Yo, you don't understand, like, being called a predator is a very, that's your life, B. You lose your job, you could lose your family, you could go to jail. So if it's a woman doing this to you, you got to look at this like this is a man attacking you to try to take food off your table. You get medieval. You got to go medieval. There is no, let's work this out like amicable. No, this is for glory's sake. For vengeance sake. War. Straight war. And now it's that time. One moment. I hope this is calling. All right. because we're going to go over this. Pick up. I hope he didn't decide to go play a game.
Stuff like that happens.
No, well, I told him be ready in an hour because we're going to get on the thing. So I'll keep trying to come back to him. In the meantime, check her defenses. Yeah, Danny, for once, that's when you check a person's defense. For real, you gotta check a person's defense. Get in the room. I probably should have brought Red in the room earlier. I'm in the room. Then why are you typing to me, Wes? Why don't you just say it? Can Wes talk? Wes. I'm talking. You're typing. You're not talking. We have the speaker on. You can't run. One second. I said a bunch of... Wes, leave the room and come back. Can I get an audio check from somebody else in the room so I make sure it's not me?
We're here. His mic is not on.
Oh, his mic is not on. Okay, so it's his mic. Oh, man.
Hey, Jerome, please, your microphone. Thank you very much, man.
All right. Wes, are you here? You know, Discord has been the worst for a while, and someone keep an eye on the stream. I want to make sure this stream doesn't go down. Oh my goodness. No, you don't refresh. You don't refresh. I'm talking to them. Your thing has a problem. All right, so we're having communication issues with Wes. I'm waiting for Red to come in. Yeah, damn. I hate this. Like when you need it to work, it doesn't work.
Okay, so the technology's not working at this time, but
Yo,
there we go.
yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Discord, man. It's going bananas. So, you can hear me, you said, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. So I briefly touched upon PB and J, and I wanted you to give your thoughts on it before I go into the situation regarding me, and then after my situation, then it's scorched earth, because I'm gonna say what the scene and all of these tournament organizers, all of these top players, and all of these groupies won't say, since everyone's too scared to tell the truth. People want to tell portions of the truth. Nah, scorched earth today. So go on.
All right, give me a second. Let me pull up this guy's stuff. Give me a second. We're gonna break down this shit right now. Hold on. Where is this crap?
If I was
Today at 6.
a lot.
All right, so right, we're gonna read over this right now, right? We're gonna go over the situation.
Okay.
So allegedly, he has the allegation against him from this girl named, or PB&J has the allegation against him from this girl named Rizu, whatever you want to call it. And this is what she says.
All right.
And you guys, just at home, anybody's listening,
Red, what's up?
just tell me if this makes any sense. All right, here's the story. It says PB&J put his hand on my upper thigh while I was standing next to him, and he was sitting at his desk streaming final round, 2013 or 2014. She
Wait,
can't remember which
wait,
day.
wait. Hold on, wait. Time out. So she was standing and he was sitting?
Yep. Now, I'm not done.
Go on.
And then
Go on.
she goes on to say, he kept his hand there for at least a minute, gradually sliding it up my leg under my bodycon mini skirt. I was too scared to move. And that's the only thing she has.
So let me get this straight. Honey, can you come over here for a second? I just want to. I want to see how this works. Yes. Just stand right here. I just want to see something. This is for you guys. Just stand right here. Okay. So good. Perfect. So the stream can see, right? So this is it. So I'm sitting. I'm PB&J. She's standing. This is what she's saying. He put his hand on my thigh. Look at the position I'm already in. No, it has to be down here. And then he ran his hand up her thigh and held it for a minute. So let me get this straight, ladies and gentlemen. For a minute, you know what a minute is? We're still waiting. No, wait, we're still waiting for a minute. We still have like almost 40 seconds left. So for an entire minute, PB&J was doing this while on stream, while talking in a public venue. No one sees this. The minute's not over yet. We're just hitting the 30-second mark. We got 30 more seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. So PB&J is still here with his hand. Now I'm in the area of the crotch area, and my hand, because you know what, how weird it is to sit down and put your hand up a girl's skirt. Yes, so I'm doing this, or I guess like this, or I guess like that, whatever. However, the point is, oh, that's right, a minute is done yet. So thank you, honey. So I'm supposed to believe that PB&J did that in public at a streaming event, at an event and a tournament with a girl who's like that, and there's no proof, no nothing, no reason.
Now, she says more after this. She says also, she found out several years later from extremely trusted multiple sources. We were all in the same room and they collaborated on one another, that PB&J had been telling people he had sex with me. This is absolutely false. I learned he'd said the same thing about other women as well.
From highly reliable sources? What's that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to influence me?
I have no idea what that means. That can mean anything.
Did these reliable sources come forward?
I haven't heard any reliable sources yet. All I know is that here's the same cookie cutter stuff that happens after after the people come forward, the victims. Like, mind you, I'm not saying people aren't victims, but this is the same pattern that happens, and this happened for her. And sadly, a lot of these people, they automatically jump on these stories and just say the same things. And I notice all of these patterns. But anyway, a lot of these people say, "You're strong. I'm sorry to hear about this," yada, 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 without even just being quiet for a minute, thinking about the scenario, at least for the decency of both people, looking at both sides before they try to ruin somebody's life. But that's just me. That's just me.
Okay, Anna says, the thing is, the accusation is a carbon copy of one made against him years ago. That people publicly vetted PB&J didn't it do it?
Yeah, no, see, I'm glad Anna brought that up, because I spoke to PB&J not too long ago, and he told me that he had some allegations against him in another country, but it was false. It came out to be false. So it's like, I think she's probably utilizing the same thing and packing it in this situation to kind of make her, to validate her claims against PB&J, which is utter bullshit.
Oh, wait, we're not gonna curse on the stream, but yeah, it's already too late. But you came in late. Let's try to keep the curses to a minimum. I don't want this particular stream to go down because I want people to reference to it.
Yeah, I got you. My bad.
No problem. My entire point in this stream is I want to attack all dimensions of this issue, and I'm sick and tired I'm sick and tired of listening to former and current members in EMP who tell me ignore the situation. And I wanted to destroy this individual eons ago. I'm going to keep it real. I had my opportunity to. I want to welcome to the stream the one and only Bloody Bison. What's going on, Red? Hello? Red, you there?
Was good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, for those who don't know, in Arcs 5 and 6, which is the God Arc, two different gaming houses that we used to live in, me and Red lived together for the total, how many years was that, Red? 2007?
It was about maybe,
to
I think
11,
it was,
right?
I used to come over in 2008, then I moved in 2009, and about maybe like 4 years.
Yeah, because we lost the house in the end of 2013. So it's really 2014. So almost 4 to 5 years we've all lived together. Now, so a lot of you guys, Red had his own room there, right? And there's a lot of girls that used to come over the Ark. And Red and I can tell you that we had to vet these chicks because we know how this works. For you people out there, you white knights, which I really hate you guys. You guys are the dumbest set of people ever. You don't want justice. What you want is to look good for these victims so that you have your own agenda with them, whatever that agenda may be. Like I like regular knights. Guys who are sensible and say, listen, let's get down to the bottom of the situation and try to find justice. White knights don't look for justice. White knights looks for good favor of the female by using some form of justice. That's what a white knight is. I hate those people. So, and yes, like Mocat says, she's never gonna have sex with you. So all that white knighting that you're doing, it's like, I don't know why you're trying. Like, she's not interested. Like, so you're stupid. And yes, white knights actually white knight for sex. That's what they actually do. Regular knights are like normal people. Like, listen, what wrong is wrong, and we want to get to the. We want to find a solution about it. White knights are people who are not interested in listening to both sides of the story. White knights are the ones who, like, if you question the victim, they go, "How are you victim blaming?" Those are white knights. Like. Victim blaming, when white knights were invented. Victim blaming is a way of saying don't question the person who's accusing you. That's what victim. Yeah, exactly. Like, why not? Because that's victim blaming. Well, then I guess I'm going to be victim blaming. When you say, that's the point. And no one read these normal logical things that require critical thinking. No one thinks of it. Like, why are you calling it blaming when I'm just asking a question? Because by questioning the victim, you're blaming them. No, I'm asking them a question. Blaming is a statement. You broke this. That's not a question. That's a statement. Did you break this? Is a question. So if something broke in the living room, I come outside. Who broke that? Don't blame me. I didn't blame you. I asked you who broke that. Yes, you are. By you asking who broke that, you blamed me. What? Like, what world do you... And just to let you know, this only happens in America. Only America is this stupid. Outside, other people be like... When I tell my wife about these things in America, she'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, who? And I'm like, America. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Which is for those who want, so the trifle, if you don't like America, leave. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in Jamaica. That's why I can't deal with the foolishness. America used to be land of the free, home of the brave, innocent until proven guilty. All of these great principles. Land of opportunity. Now, it's get shot in the streets, hands up, don't shoot, get your hands out my pocket, me too, and all of these other things. And none of these things are regulated. It's just, no, that's it. One side. How can anything ever be one? Has anyone ever seen one side of anything? Does anyone realize that there's nothing in the world that has one side to it? Nothing in the world has one side to it. What?
you actually go into court and you're dealing with a woman judge, it's against a female plaintiff, more often than not, you're going to get sent up the creek.
Okay.
It's just what I see.
All right.
A
Well,
little bit humor there, but I mean, I'm just calling like I see it.
yeah.
Because the thing
All
is,
pedophiles are bad.
my own,
That's an absolute.
my own personal views, I know it doesn't jive with everybody, but what I see in terms of, I mean, we can talk about your current situation right now because that's the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
But it also extends past that, where I'm looking at the whole George Floyd thing, I'm looking at Black Lives Matter, I'm looking at all these things, which is basically just another form of social engineering that's basically guiding everybody in groups of people along a certain path that the powers that be want them to go to. And this is what I'm seeing. And people aren't, they just not realizing it. Every time when I try to speak up on it, I get flamed, I get put down, I get, oh, I'm victim blaming this, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's mentally draining. I like to think that I've calmed down in my old age since I'm a little bit of a dinosaur now, but at the same time the fire still burns. I'll educate some people that might be ignorant to certain things that they keep falling for the okie doke. Maybe they want to. When you try to actually uplift people and try to share some information, people don't want to hear that. They just want to stay in their own echo chamber. They want to deal with people that agree with them. And the moment that when you try to actually say, hey, you know something, I'm not disagreeing with you or agreeing with you. I just want to have an open dialogue so to see that if we can just both come to an understanding. We can decide if we agree or disagree later. But first, let's have understanding on both sides.
No, they don't want that. They don't want that. They want you to just understand them. You don't have a voice. If you do, it's called wrong think. I don't know if you guys know about that. If you don't agree with the person, it's called wrong think.
What?
Yeah, wrong think.
What
So-
is that now?
Okay, so like you see how you have the Me Too movement? If a girl accuses someone and then you question some of the things of her accusation and you were like, why you question me? Because I want to find out the truth of the whole situation. Like, but I'm a victim and they're guilt and that person's guilty. And I'm like, I understand you're accusing that person, but we don't know yet. Yes, we do. Because I know he did X, Y, and Z to me. I understand you know he did what to you, but I don't know what he did to you. Then it's wrong. Then they go, well, you have wrong think because you didn't agree with them. You're thinking wrong. Like, I'm like, wait, but I don't know anything what's going on. So I need to know. This is why. This is why the Me Too movement, many of these cases never go to court. It's created its own justice system called cancellation. And people, so you like, if certain people, like for instance, the person who went after Angry Joe did this to me, Angry Joe did that to me. Angry Joe was so angry about the situation of what he didn't talk about it. He said, lawyer up. You know what happened to the girl who accused him? Everything vanished offline. Delete Twitter, delete all the accusations, delete, gone. Wait a minute, where you disappeared to? You ever seen that video where the person's like, yo, you got my back, I got your back, and the fight starts and the guy goes like this, and then he fades away and vanishes? That's literally what happened. So it's like, Angry Joe accused me, lawyer up. And she just vanished. I'm like, wait, where'd you go? And so forth. So the thing here is that I want to go over, because like Red has a limited amount of time here. So there's a person who tried to catfish me a decade ago, right? And we're gonna start the entire story. That's why I want to do the stream, so everyone can get the story down pack. So I'm gonna protect the names of some other individuals that was involved, because I had to ask who would, and Red was so nice to say he would be involved in this, but people in the Ark, y'all know who y'all are, right? So I was looking to get into a relationship with a young lady in the Ark many years ago, but we found out that this girl was a minor. Well, let me not say a minor. I gotta make sure not to say stuff like that. There's a difference between a minor and there's a difference between what's the word for this thing here? When you're 16 and 17, not of age yet. So not of age yet means 16 to 17. Minors are everything. No, when you say the word minor, you have to understand wordsmithing, honey, is a dangerous thing in America. What I say and understanding what I say may not be what you comprehend. I may say minor, and I'm thinking, because I know the story, I'm talking about a 17-year-old. But another person understands wait. Another person will understand minor as a 12-year-old. I said it and I understand what I meant, but the person comprehended it differently. So you have to define these things, or people will take what you say out of context. So a not of age 17-year-old girl snuck into the ark. We found that person. That person tried to, I don't want to put the person's name out there because I don't want to blast the person. We're not here to attack the person. But the point is, we found out she dropped her purse. A bunch of things fell out of it. I went to grab and help her pick up her purse. She was like, no, leave it go. And it was a piece of paper. And I was like, yo, calm down. And she, get off. And she tried to snatch it from me. I said, yo, stop. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, get off. And I'm like, no, what is this? And she's like, it's none of your business. That's my private blah, 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 whatever. So I was like,
just to chime in real quick, if I can, just to chime in real quick.
Yeah.
I was actually there for that. And
wait, you cut
when
out.
it was
Say
going
that.
down.
Cut out. You cut out. You cut out. Say that again from the beginning.
Said, you're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was in the living room for that.
Oh, well, we got you on tape. So we're gonna get to that. I know you was in there for that. I'm gonna mention a couple other people. So now, this person, I was like, get off the paper. The person was like, no. So I said, yo, Matrix, get my camera. Because when I looked at the paper, I already saw the blue line. It looked like a certificate paper. So I was like, this could only mean one thing. This could only mean that this is a birth certificate or something. I need to see this. So I told Matrix, yo, go get the camera, B. So it was Matrix, Red. Who else was there? Yipes. Was Kraymore there? Who was in the living room? I know it was Matrix and Yipes because they was playing together. And one other person, Sanford, right? So I said, get off the paper. So they roll the camera. We got a copy of it. It's in the storage with Lance. And then we have a backup copy, you know, because you got to make sure. This is an e-file, by the way. I'm just not going to say the girl's name. So I opened the paper. I counted the years. I said, oh, so you're 17. So you lied to us. Because the girl wanted to come to the Ark and play video games and learn how to play games with the guys. I said, did you know you just put everyone in this house in jeopardy? You put us all at risk. I was like, we are going to find you a bus ticket. We're calling your parents. You are on your way home. The next immediate bus ticket possible. The person got angry at me because the person we were supposed to get into a relationship. And I was like, no, you crazy. I'm like, nah. I was like, I'm not even going to wait for when you're 18. You're done, period. Okay, so now, shortly after that, I got hit by I was talking about EMP and the, what's the name of this thing here? Our team and how we were winning, and, you know, we had just came off of winning season 2009. Justin and Issei won Third Strike. Sanford won Marvel. In fact, Marvel top 3 was Sanford, Justin, and Yipes. So EMP took first, second, and third at EVA, and Justin took second in Street Fighter 4. So we was coming off on a good year. This was the good old days of SRK. And when I was posting it online, some person attacked me. Person called Melina Isis Adams. Let's get it. Yes. So now the person came up and it was like, the person just attacked us straightforward. I don't know why y'all all acting like y'all all good. I'm just paraphrasing. Y'all just a bunch of monkeys and N-words. Hard ER. They typed this. They actually typed this. So I was like, why do y'all always have to refer to us as the N-word when we do something good? Blah, blah, blah. Big argument. Dudes like Triforce, stop arguing with people on SRK, whatever the case may be. So I said, no, I'm going to expose this person. This person's a racist. I'm going to post it online, blah, blah, blah. That person hit me up. please don't do this. No, I'm just trolling you. You know, hold on, Harry Jaws, whatever, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I'm this way because I've never been around a black person before, and I've been taught that you're all supposed to be this way, etc., etc. Now, Triforce, being a dumbass, was like, okay. And for anyone who wants to know, why is Triforce so militant and angry all the time in this day and age? You'll see why. So I said, okay. Evolution, you know, I'm made this way. So I said, I'm going to forgive the person. Let me give the person the benefit of the doubt. White people are not all inherently racist. Some white people are circumstantially racist. They're raised in a home where the racism is taught to them, and they're taught to look down to us. I don't know if anyone saw the Bubba Wallace video on Facebook, where the white girl was arguing with someone because they want to remove the Confederate flag from NASCAR, and the lady was like, oh, don't you worry about that. I'm going to definitely teach my kids to hate your people. I hate your kind. They're going to definitely know to hate your kind. All of this other now. I'm like, wow. So those white children growing up, they don't stand a chance. They're doomed. They're going to grow up hating us unless we, like Bloody Bison said earlier, open up a dialogue to talk to them so that they feel like there's a way out, because they feel like there's no way out. I can't let anyone know that I've been taught these racist things. Why? Because the minute goes, yeah, I come from a racist family. Ha! You're racist. Yeah, I knew you're racist. You racist this. You racist that. And then they're doomed. So they have to become closet circumstantial racists. They're trapped in the closet. They cannot come out. There's no way out for them. So white people try to do this. They try to go, you know, oh, maybe if I can find a black friend and hang around more black people, then that'll be my way out. Black people can vouch for me. This is where the concept of black, who gave you your pass? Oh, my friend Jerome. Yo, that's my end right there, although he's white. Well, nah, that's my people's, B. Yo, but he out here using that word. Yo, man, let it rock, man. Nah, B, yo, you can't just be like, yo, man, I said let it rock, B. That's my people's. Yo, you lucky that's your mans in them. And then it rocks. And then white people now feel included. That's the only way for them to get out. Which their racist parents is like, who you been hanging around? I don't want you hanging around that boy Tyrone, okay? You stay away from that boy, all right? And this is the nonsense that going on. Now, y'all think I'm making a joke of this, but you know how much white people who are watching this video right now, I'm like, yo, Triforce, that's so true. That's why I tried to give white people just the benefit of the doubt. Listen, a true racist cannot be converted. So give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll let you know. The true racists are like, I don't care what you want to say to me, boy. And you'd be like, you know, when you say boy like that, that kind of comes out racist. But the point is, the real white people who are just circumstantially put in that position, those will be the people like, thank you, and they open up more to you, then you get to understand them as a person. And then this is the point Blood Red is making about the understanding. But I don't want to digress too far off this Melina person. So I decide to give this white person, and the reason why I'm calling it a person, because it's not a girl. It's a dude. It's a dude. Dude. Masquerading as a girl.
Yep, I've been there.
Right? A lot of people got catfish before. That's old news. A lot of people get catfish. So the person then now starts talking to me nice and says, I would love to get an opportunity to like date a black person or whatever. So I'm being single, was like, word? So I was like, yo, send me a picture of you. So the person sends me a picture and I'm like, yo, that's kind of like, you have any other pictures and stuff like that? Because it's like, it's only the same 2 pictures and stuff. I'm like, you got some cakes on you, but like, yo, how old are you? I'm 18. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm like, all right, if you say so. So we have more conversations and we talk about relationship matters between blacks and whites. Are black people traders for dating white girls? Are black women traders for dating white men, etc.? Interracial, whatever, etc., etc. Just to let you know, at the end of this whole ordeal, I completely agree with Muhammad Ali. Stay with your kind. Real talk. Don't take those risks. I'm like, unless the love is really there, then you're taking a risk. But I would urge most people, unless that's true love, don't take the risk, B. Don't.
Well, true love doesn't exist, so I'll take those risks.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, wait, that doesn't make sense. What are you saying? I said, unless true love exists, don't take those risks. So you're gonna, yeah, what do you mean by that?
I personally, this is a little bit sidetracked, but I don't think actual love exists. But continue.
Okay, fair enough. We're not here to try to test anyone's beliefs. That's not a problem. So anyway, me and a person start talking, and we have like talks going on. Then one day, this individual posts a blog called How to Catch an Emperor. We're going to go over this. Oh, we're going through this in details. Like, we're going to go over this in detail. And in the vlog is an entire sex chat between supposedly me and the individual. I was like, interesting. And drinking a bowl of soup and this and that and all types of other stuff. And then D-pics were sent, apparently, by me. And the person was laughing about it. Now, everyone's talking about, oh, this is a minor. That's not true, because nowhere in this does the person says, oh, I'm a minor or whatever. Anyway, it was a big debacle. I was mad because I'm like, yo, this person catfished me. Then I got a reliable source that was like, Triforce, that's a guy. And I'm like, this mother, I was like, that's why they're trolling the situation. See, you got to think about it. If it's really a girl, why would they troll the situation? Just to let you guys know what level of trolling it is. You know what the guys did? The D pic that was sent, they literally photoshopped whipped cream on the D with a cherry on it and called it Banana Force. What?
Okay, dude, you're mad weird. All right, continue.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, because if this is a girl, why is she? That's not funny. Like, what is this? So then I said, yeah, Banana Force Mocats. It's. Oh, don't worry, I got some screenshots. I'm gonna go over a screenshot with y'all so y'all can see this, because this is actually like really dumb. So, they said, oh, this is Triforce's manhood. Now, look, if you girls out there want to believe that that's my manhood, it's whatever. I got no arguments with y'all, right? I've seen it myself. I'm bigger, but if just saying, if it was mine's, I'd be content with it. Wouldn't be proud, but I'd be content, right? So just putting that out there. So then now people argue, say this, that, whatever. I dismiss it because I'm like, this person's a dumbass. Winter Brawl. Enter the beatdown. So at Winter Brawl, I was informed, yo, Triforce, what? That's the guy that sent you the catfish. He saw me see him and get pointed out. My man ran. Yo, I jumped over the chair. Red was like, yo, Triforce, chill. We ran him down. Also, in the Winter Brawl, there's this whole, the way the hotel was structured, there's a room you have to go into to get into an elevator. So I think this was like for like certain restricted.
Pause 1 second.
Yeah.
This is something that I've always been curious about, and people who are listening to this later will be curious. How did the guy who wrote the Catch an Emperor blog post or whatever, how did he end up getting exposed, and who told you?
Oh, well, I cannot tell you who told me. Red knows who told me. I just don't want to. There's a reason why I'm not dragging other people's names into it. I don't need witnesses to defend me. I defend myself or anyone who wants to step forward and help me. I don't go out, yo, can you help me? Nah, it's not needed. That's why I wanna omit. Hold on. In fact, Jagan, I'm gonna just text it.
No, fair enough. Continue. But basically, it got leaked.
I sent it to you.
Then,
I sent it to you. That's who told me. Called him at Winter Brawl. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, of all people who would know, he would know. So I was like,
of course.
yes. So then now, I ran the guy down, right? I ran the guy down, opened the door, locked myself in the door, and I told him, get away from the elevator. And he was like, wait. I said, just get away from the elevator. Red, two other former individuals in EMP was behind the door, was like, Triforce, no, don't do this, because they knew what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to go to
But
jail that night.
he was a little upset. I'll say that.
I was like, I was willing to go to jail that day because I was like, nah. But because Red just said, Triforce, this will destroy the Empire. That is what made me calm down. Literally, I said, relax, Triforce. So I pulled out my Canon.
Don't catch that face.
Yeah, I pulled out my little Canon 12 megapixel camera. I said, yo, look at me. And he had to look at me. Took a picture of his face. So I said, why are you doing this? I'm just trolling. I said, do you know your trolling can destroy me and what I'm trying to do for my people? Do you know that we come from the streets with nothing? We all live in a house together. I could lose my house. We'd all go homeless. Do you know what the lives you're trying to lose here? The person said, okay, I'll stop. So I said, you better stop. I threatened the person straight up, because if you don't stop, it's either I get you in a lawsuit or I will eviscerate you physically. The guy said, all right, cool. Turned around. I came out. Dude started clapping for me. Yo, good shit, Triforce. Thank you for calming down. But this happened at Winter Brawl.
It did.
So now, I said, all right, everything has been good now, or whatever the case may be. Every now and then, Reddit comes up. People put the post on Reddit, or whatever the case may be, a bunch of nonsense, and they constantly trying to diss me, or Triforce, blah, blah, blah. The weirdest part of this all, no girl ever comes and asks me, Triforce, is that your thing? You know who asked me this? Dudes.
Come on, still ask me. Who asked you?
Guys. Yo, come on, Triforce, just keep it real. That's your joint, right? Come on, man. I'm like, I just look at them and like, you know what you're asking me, right? You're asking if that's my penis, if that's my schlong. Why does that concern you? Why do you want to know? And every dude that says that, I give him the side eye, because it's like, yo, my man, stay over there. I don't roll in that game. I'm not on that side of the street. Stay on that side of the street, because dudes be asking me what my yak looks like. This is weird. I'm like,
I thought that was kind of odd that, guys, though they may not be, bad for the other side, are definitely curious as to such things. Like, what brings along that curiosity?
Exactly. Dudes want to know if I'm swinging. Why do you want to know if I'm swinging? So anyway, dudes keep asking about it. Dudes keep meaning the banana force picture. Like, dudes are sharing a picture of a schlong with whipped cream, a banana split, and a cherry on that. Dudes are sharing, not girls. Dudes are sharing this amongst each other. So then now, as of yesterday, I put out a Thanos tweet, and oh man, here we go. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me grab something real quick, because no, I don't need to actually do. I'll just read it verbatim from the screen. I'll just read it verbatim from the screen. Let me make sure I have it.
There's just too much shit going on in this world, man. Just too much crazy shit. It's like, you know what I mean?
Hold on. So the person then now makes it Twitter long. Now, originally, ladies and gentlemen, right? The original How to Catch an Emperor stated that the person and I was talking on AOL. This is the part I'm like, AOL? 2009
That's way back.
2000.
That's way back.
But 2009/2010, I'm talking to you on AOL? AOL. Okay, I guess so. So, when you read
I guess they figured you're old man, you use old tools.
apparently so. So then, now the person says, so I said, people like, come on, Triforce, that's you on AOL. I said, really? What's my AOL name? It says it right there, Triforce. I'm looking at them, I'm like, you think my AOL name is Triforce? Now, the funny part is, there's certain things I'm going to omit because if I have to go to small claims court when I catch this dumbass, because I'm just going to hire a private investigator, get the name of the individual, and take them to small claims court. So there's certain damning evidence I just need in the last minute to just destroy them, which is my name isn't Triforce on AOL. But they said my name is Triforce on AOL, fine, whatever. They wrote the How to Catch an Emperor in the new Twitter long story. This is the news story that it was made yesterday. The Twitter account was made yesterday. Now, I just want to let you guys know I am not making this up. The person who made the Twitter account, time out. When they made their Twitter account, this is a girl who says before I even do that, I got to do it one at a time. Let me read to you what they said about me. My story about Triforce abuse. My experience with Triforce still scars me to this day. So this individual scarred, correct? All right.
Yeah.
His grotesque...
Traumatized. Triggered.
His grotesque...
Everyone used.
Yes, listen. His grotesque treatment of me was reminiscent of a priest grooming a young child for molestation. That's
really descriptive.
Yeah.
It's almost poetic.
Yes, listen, there's more. It really felt like he was trying to shape my mind to mold me into his personal sex slave. I could see all the telltale signs of someone trying to get me in good graces and get into that trusted position where he could violate me with impunity. Yes.
That paragraph
Violate.
right there,
Hold on, guys.
that paragraph, that
Yes.
alpha paragraph right there.
Yeah.
Everybody that's who write that saying that have no sense. So you knowing that, why you still attack to the person?
Oh, that's the elephant in the room, honey. That's the elephant in the room.
Common sense.
That's the elephant in the room. So the elephant in the room is if you say I could see all the telltale signs of someone trying to get in my good graces and get into my trusted position, why are you talking to me? But let's skip that part because common sense is not common in this world where he could violate me with impunity. Now, so hold on. This part is the crazy part. Remember how serious these allegations is. The person's experience with me scars them to this day. And in this scarred moment, they can write the following. Every word dripped with purpose. The fiend Google knowledge of geopolitics. Wait a minute. I never spoke. Wait, no, Tom. Here's a funny thing. Red, did I ever speak of geopolitics back then? Never. I just started speaking about geopolitics when I started streaming in 2017. So this person who wrote this is in this Discord. We know. So like they think we're stupid, like we can't read between the lines. But anyway, hold on. With geopolitics and cooking knowledge, when we all know damn well this man burns raviolio in the microwave. That's a Reddit meme.
You know how long me hear that?
Now, time out.
It's so stale.
Let me go to the chat. Let me go to the chat. We all know the ravioli jokes made on Triforce. If this person is scarred, why are they making a Reddit meme about me, about raviolio being burnt in the microwave? First of all, I don't cook raviolio. I actually don't eat it.
You know, the story is full of Swiss cheese, so I think we can all agree to that.
Well, don't.
I'm just hoping that after this point, I'm just hoping that after all this, I'm hoping to just put to bed. It's about move on with our lives.
It will.
Wait for the next story to come up.
Unfortunately,
I think
because
more or less the intent behind the maliciousness that they brought, this information, is what you're most likely just hanging on to, if anything.
Here's the thing. No, unfortunately, Red. Here's the truth. It will never die, because
I know. That's why I said wait for the
impossible.
next story to come up.
People will always want to meme and troll, so they'll just keep it up over and over and over again, and that's fine. As long as they keep it up in a trolling aspect, it's not a big deal. Whatever. If they want to laugh about it and talk about banana force, dudes, not girls, dudes. See, these dudes will never show their girls the picture, because if they ever show their girls the picture, whether it is my penis or not, they may not have that girl. Moving forward. Now, he appealed to my interests and tried to even use his famous friends to paint himself in some semblance of glory, when all the people at the Ark would play me in Street Fighter 4. Hold up. You not gonna do me like that. So Red, you've lived in the Ark with me, along with Yipes and Sanford, Kraymore, Justin, and whatever. Do you know of a girl called Melina Isis Adams that has ever come to the Ark and played you, Yipes, Sanford, Justin, Kraymore, Dragon God, Dominion, me in Street Fighter 4?
Answer, no.
Oh, but this person said that they came to the Ark and to play with you guys. They're saying that's what they're saying. Do we have pictures? We have
according
pictures.
to the United States society, I guess whatever they say gotta be true, right?
Yes, and we got pictures and videos of the entire Ark, but never one of this individual. And what people don't seem to understand is that there's a reason why I keep calling the person an individual, because it's not a girl. It's a dude. It's an actual dude. I met the person in life. Literally met the person in life, in real life. So he says, and he would coax them into complimenting my play to make me feel a part of something. That's not how the Ark works. When Persia was there, we shitted on Persia to get better. We don't compliment you. That in fact, anyone who's watched any of the Ark,
it's a shit stream. If you ain't got the skill, you can shit it on.
you have your speaker on, so we hear everything in the background. Mute yourself. Or put a push to talk.
Sorry guys, I'm in traffic.
Okay. All right, so, oops, I keep.
I server muted you. So type in the chat and I'll unserver mute you.
All right. So then, you can ask Persia. You can ask any Valkyrie that's ever come to the Ark. Unless you are good, we don't praise you. You know so bad about the Ark? Even if you're good, we still crap on you. Now, everyone has seen the video where Yipes is playing against Jago, and he goes, crack, crack, crack. Oh my God. And Jago is the best Bison in the world. Jago beat Daigo with Bison. And we still shitted on Jago. So this thing about complimenting, I'm like, complimenting? Nobody in the Ark compliments. All we do is shit on each other. That's what we do to make you get better. Even if you're good, we still shit on you. That's how it works. So that's a lie. Now let's go into the final paragraph. Now this is the part where I just want everyone to know this part, because it's important for you guys to all know this part, because this is how you know that this is stupid. And for all you people who ever believed this for the last 10 years, I want to be able to say, told you so, idiots. The person says, when you're young and impressionable, you just want to belong. And I played along for his sexual pleasure in Facebook DMs. Oh, so it went from AOL to Facebook DMs. I got something for you guys. Live stream. Watch the live stream. Everyone turn over to the live stream. Just turn over to the live stream. Live on stream.
So you got it.
So you guys know how people go, oh, well, Triforce messaged me. That's why DMs are not always actual evidence. Evidence is not facts. Evidence is evidence. Anyone can manipulate evidence. Let me show you something. Type in Triforce Johnson. You guys don't believe me? You can do this on your Facebook while live on stream. Press enter. When you come up, you see the people. Triforce Johnson, right? So I was just me there. You see this button here? See all? Click it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a second Triforce Johnson on Facebook. Interesting, isn't it? Now, at the time, my name was just Triforce Johnson. There was no Triforce Game Master. And I found out someone was impersonating me online. Let me give you guys something. This is just, you don't have to watch it now. It's something you can look at later. Let me take a look. All right, here we go. I'm putting it in the YouTube chat. Let me put it in the Discord first. It's in the Discord. And now it's in the YouTube chat. Right? That video is me catching someone creating a false Facebook account about me, writing words as me, saying that I cheated in Mortal Kombat. And they submitted it to Twin Galaxies. I caught it, logged onto my Facebook in the same day that fake Facebook account was made of me to impersonate me, to try to make it look like it was me who wrote it, and countered them and uploaded to YouTube. Saved me from losing my Guinness World Records. This person, as you can see here on the stream, let's click the page. I don't know what they did to that. Oh, that's right. I'm not friends. And yes, this person, Isaiah Triforce Johnson, is gone. At the time, though, if you look at the video, because I used my camera to record the fake Triforce account live at the time when the person made the account, had my picture and everything there. The only thing is they never showed you the actual Facebook account. They only showed you the messages. So now this person has Facebook DMs. And if they were really serious, I would like to see the Facebook DMs of me and the individual talking. It would really be nice if I could see that. See Triforce Johnson, then you have Triforce Johnson, Triforce Game Master. Because before blue check marks were invented, Facebook created nicknames. And nicknames were exclusive. If I put up a nickname, you can't have the same nickname as me. It's to separate false Facebook accounts. And then they decided to just create the blue check mark. Now the blue check mark means you are who you say you are. And Facebook know it. So even if someone makes up a false Facebook or Twitter account about you, it doesn't matter because it's a blue check mark. You can tell who's real or not. So that's how I caught the person individually. But let me finish reading what the individual said about me. Said about me in the Twitter long. So the person goes on to say, as he elaboratedly, okay, described his desire to drink my bowl of soul, when we all know what he really meant. And my wife is over there laughing. I endured his D-pics and pretended to like them, hoping that would placate him. Now, watch this, guys. This is someone who said they're scarred, and this is someone who said they're taking it seriously, right? She said, oh no, he said, when I wake up next to my husband nowadays, I occasionally exclaim in night, banana dick, da, 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 and wake up in cold sweat.
Sounds like a comedy skit.
Let me repeat it again. This is someone who supposedly is being predatorized by me. I occasionally exclaim at night after waking up next to my husband, banana dick, da 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 da, in cold sweat. I thought I saw the banana dick again.
What the hell?
But that's apparently. The funny part is this. According to the person, I just sent a D pic. The same person who sent a D pic said, look guys, I put his D in a Photoshop and made a banana sundae of it. So now watch, this is the point I'm trying to make. If you were scarred by me, why would you take a D pic sent to you by someone who scarred you, Photoshop it into a sundae, and share it with your friends for a joke?
It's all BS, that's why.
So the person finally says, my husband tries to confront me, but I'm inconsolable. My pillow stained with tears of abuse from many years ago. This sounds like a novel.
Does, probably is. Probably from a novel and just switch some of the words around.
How do you know a tear is stained from abuse? Like, how do you determine that?
Like, you know something? That was a rhetorical question you asked, but I almost got caught answering it. So,
First of all, this may be a novel, but this is the shittiest novel I've ever heard. I write better than this.
And that's why
If this person was a novelist, they do not deserve to be published.
And this is why I'm upset, Anna, because I wanted, you wasn't on the stream the other day when people was like, yo, innocent people getting hit with the Me Too. What if you were innocent and it came to you, Triforce? And I'm like, bring it.
I got hit with that. I got hit with that when I was 17. I know exactly what that shit is.
Just bring it. That's all I gotta say. Just bring it. I'm not one of these little coward guys out there. Guys, believe me. I'm not crying or nothing. It is all, like Xerxes said, for glory's sake. For vengeance.
My other
sake.
question here is, if they're the one who made the Banana Triforce picture, why are they scarred? Like, I could not really, but I could kind of understand, like, being scarred of the original picture, but how are you scarred by something you made? The person I don't understand.
The person went on to invent the terminology Banana Force. They wrote about it in Reddit, and the person went on Reddit to laugh and joke about it until I caught the person at Winter Brawl. Then it wasn't funny anymore. So now the reason why I wanted to go through that, because I wanted to show I don't hide anything. I don't need anything to hide. It's one of the main reasons why I just cannot deal. Look, America is the best country on earth.
Imagine if this lady, not a lady dude, imagine if this person, in an alternate universe, if they were real, goes to an ice cream store, and the person in the line in front of her orders a banana split. What's she gonna do?
Probably say, banana dick. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh my god.
That's
when I listen to stuff like this, it just makes me question a lot of the things that people already say. In terms of, like, when I hear other situations, I just want to start to see real evidence. I want to see, like, all right, is this what you say it is?
And that's the unfortunate side effect, is that, right, and everyone's like, oh, lying isn't as bad. It's like, no, lying is as bad, because lying does not just ruin the livelihoods of innocent people. You also make it way harder for people who are real victims to come out and get the help they need.
Well, not me.
Because you contaminate the entire playing field, right?
Yes.
No one wants to listen to them. No one wants to believe them. They're treated badly, especially if they are one of those.
Anna, you cut out. Oh, Anna cut out altogether. Wait a minute.
It was random.
She's frozen. She has to leave the room and come back in. Someone tell her that she's frozen. Looks. Well, I put.
What if you see someone?
You're frozen. What?
Banana Force daughter.
I'm like, it's kind of funny. You gotta just laugh with it, but it's not funny at the same time because it's like it's happening to me, and I hate it. I hate when that nonsense happens. Nah, don't tell her. No, I want to hear what she says. She's talking, but no one can hear her.
Oh
Red.
my fucking god.
Oh, there you go. You're back. You're back now. You're back.
Okay.
All right.
Well, my whole point was, it's just a bunch of BS that hurts everybody.
So, and with that, right, because I wanted to give you the floor before I go into the finals aspect of this video, which no one is the majority of society is not going to like, because I'm going to get medieval and people are going to be like, oh, come on, Triforce, why are you going there? And to be honest with you, I need to go there. So is there anything you want to say about the whole catfishing and the people, these girls out here lying against dudes and for attention and all of that other stuff? Please, you have the floor.
I'll try not to take too long because I know everybody probably want to hear something else, but my experience, like I said, I'm 39 years old, so I've definitely had more of women I've met, chat lines, of websites, you name it. So I know that there was one situation, I was speaking to some chick that, she's definitely a female, and I went to go meet her because I'm here in New York, so I go over to Marcy Projects in Brooklyn. I go to meet her, but then instead of meeting her, it's a tranny.
Well,
I'm
hold
like,
on.
what the-
Let's say the word trans. Let's say the word transsexual because we don't want any slurs. Being said. So yeah, it's a transsexual. Go on.
Yeah, so basically now, I'm just mind blown. I
Who
finally,
the fuck is echoing?
well, I put two and two together,
Sorry.
and I'm hearing an echo. Hold up, this out.
Oh,
All right, Dandy Linus, I server muted you again until you get your stuff fixed. So go ahead.
Go on.
Okay, much better. Yeah, so pretty much the woman I was talking to had this individual as a friend on the phone at the same time. So it's kind of like they did like a bait and switch kind of thing with me. Of course, in the moment, I'm all pissed off and I didn't think about it. But like when I had time to calm down, I realized, okay, they basically just did a little bait and switch with me. I'm sure not passable at all. So I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? I consider, I mean, I really want to say what I really want to say, but I want to respect Triforce's stream.
Thank you, Red.
So, but I know that there was something else I put up on YouTube a long time ago, and it was, in fact, it's on YouTube. It's called Red on Slores, and I went to go meet a woman in Soundview in the Bronx, and she lied to me about her marital status, and she actually was married. And I went to go meet her. You know, she was just in the apartment getting ready. You know when women get ready and they getting ready for some action, for some cardio. You feel me? Basically, sitting down on the sofa waiting for her to finish. Then all of a sudden I hear keys jingling by the door, and then some dude comes walking in. So I'm looking up because I'm sitting down. I'm like, yo, like, who are you? And he looks around, looks at me, and he says, like, who are you? I'm just like, at this point, I'm mind blown. So he basically says, I live here. So I'm beginning to tell him, like, your shorty, Sandy invited me over to pipe her. So he's caught up in his feelings naturally. You feel me? Because she never told me that she was married. The situation ended pretty bad because as I'm walking through the projects, I get jumped. I'm a pretty good fighter, whatever case is, but I can only do but so much about 3 people. Basically, Triforce was actually in on that video, and he left his funny comments. But it's true. If you're going to meet chicks in bad neighborhoods, what is it that Triforce said? What is that you said? Bring the hammer or something?
Bring the hammer with you. Soundview Projects. You don't go you go to visit a girl in Soundview Projects. Well, back in those days, it's calm down now. You didn't bring a hammer with you, you get clapped.
I'll say to this woman Anna, I don't really do ASMR, but I just have a deep voice. What can I say? Yeah, I would just say that catfishing, I believe it still happens to this day. And, people, some people can react deadly to it. You know what I'm saying? You come in to meet somebody that you've been speaking to for maybe a few months, and then now you come in to meet what you thinking you're going to meet, and then it turns out to be something completely different. Some people may react completely crazy and just snuff your life out. So I just think that people who do this sort of thing, there's something mentally wrong with them.
Very much.
There's something mentally wrong with them. And the thing that happened with Triforce, you know what I mean? Like it bothers me because he is a friend of mine, and I can relate because it's happened to me. And the people that it doesn't affect, they'll make jokes out of it. They'll say X, Y, and Z about it. But it's not until it happens to you that's when you want to take it seriously. And those type of people, I think there's something wrong with them too, because you always have to look at anything can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all step outside our house and get blown away. I mean, we can get gunned down, we can get shot, what have you. So I never look at another man's situation, other woman's situation, and gain pleasure in it or laugh at them, because these sort of things can happen to any of us. You feel me? So I think it's very important to kind of keep that in mind. You hear somebody that's going through a tough time, they got catfished, they're getting called out on these accusations. It's not being proven or disproven. I don't like when people are being accused of something. It's like a foregone conclusion that we're just going to throw them to the wolves and put them behind bars and throw away the key. That's just something I'm just not a fan of.
All right, thank you, Red. Because now we're going to go into, this is the part where, this is the final segment of this particular stream. And we're going to spend a good 30 minutes on this part, because this is not the popular part of the stream. Pro-hoeing. Let's talk about it.
Still goes on?
Huh? What do you mean? That will
Still
never
goes
end.
on?
That will never end. That will never end. Never, never, ever. Never. Now, my genuine concerns and condolences goes out to the true victims. Notice what I say, the true victims on both sides of the spectrums, the accused and the accuser, right? My thoughts go out to you. For the liars and the demons who commit the deeds, well, I hope there's a nice space in hell for you in your afterlife, if hell exists or whatever the case may be, especially for those who violate the younger ones. You guys, yeah, man. Nah, snapping is not enough for them. They gotta, you keep them alive, and there's a boiling pit of molten magma for them for the eternity days. I wouldn't want those guys to be snapped. That's a nice way to die. You just fall apart and just, it's quiet, serene. And that's what snapping is. You just, go. So now, pro-hoeing. For those who don't know what pro-hoeing is this. Pro-hoeing has existed long before gaming. Pro-hoeing has been a part of society since the dawning of civilization. But let's keep it more modern to give you guys what pro-hoeing is. Pro-hoeing is when a girl comes into an industry established or is being established, any form of entertainment, sport, business, where they can benefit financially from their stature or any other social gain by simply engaging in more benevolent, I'm using that word wrong, in more nurturing acts, sexually nurturing that is. So what it means is, if you give up sex, dudes or girls open the doors for you. This is what pro-hoeing is. This has always been in gaming. People want to point a finger at the Smash community or the fighting game community. My man, this has been World of Warcraft. This has been Gears of War, Call of Duty, Halo, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Overwatch, Hearthstone, you name it. Any game, they're retro arcades. Any era, any game, any platform. You have a certain set of girls. 3 types to be exact. The first type of girl you have is the girl who comes in. She takes an interest into the scene. She likes gaming. She likes the camaraderie. She likes the social interaction. She just wants to be there to be able to engage in that. These are called ladies. Then you have the professional female. She's the one, the competitor. I know I'm good. I'm good enough to compete against anyone, guy or girl. I want to come into the scene. I want to show my ability and so forth and prove how good I am. I'm going to, in the fighting game community, there's a girl like that who never got any recognition. Her name is called Burn Your Bra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, babe. Yes. Best thing I ever did. Set that bitch on fire.
So, but because she didn't match a certain image of a female, a lot of opportunities weren't afforded to her or presented to her.
So, I don't mean to cut you off. You would say she had everything to keep it going in esports and entertainment, but she doesn't have the physical aspect that most people tend to gravitate towards.
But what does her looks have anything to do with her skill?
That's my point exactly, which I was getting at.
So it shows you that the scene in itself is already contradictory. The scene is a hypocrite from the beginning. What the hell? There's something in my hair. Sorry.
All vanity markers. That's what it is. It's all about vanity.
You said it's van markers? That's what it's called?
Vanity markers.
Vanity markers. Thank you, Bloody Bison. You always have the proper diction and vocabulary. Your vernacular is still at level 10, I see.
It's quite grandiloquent.
Quite grandiloquent.
Okay. SAT word?
It's not. Red prides himself on learning new words all the time. Yeah, grandiloquent. Yeah. Yes.
You can just simply say, I was under the auspices.
Yes. So.
We over here looking brains and shit. Like, let me go home.
So now,
let's
not get distracted. So Burn Your Bra was never given the opportunities of another professional like Kayane or other professionals like Sherry Jennings. And I could go on, but I don't want to name too many names because I want to get into the real stuff. So those are those girls. And then you have the pro-ho. A girl who wants to learn how to get good. She has the fundamentals, but she's not good enough to compete. But because she can't compete and get on the ladder with these girls that have put the work in to play at that level, they need to be able to make up that ground. And in order to make up that ground, they need to be with certain individuals that can close the gap. So they find themselves dating top tier players. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's always gonna be.
It's always gonna be that, right?
Well, it's just always gonna be. The problem here is this. There are not minors. I said I'm not gonna say that word unless it's actual minors. There are underage girls, 16 and 17-year-old girls, who come into the scene lying about their age to top-tier players, top-tier streamers, top-tier tournament organizers, because they want to be able to go to the Twitch party, the after party, the IHOP, the Denny's, the orgy rooms, the weed room, the coke rooms. Coke rooms. Shout outs to the West Coast and all types of other rooms out there where these girls do what they do. Now, like Kermit says, oh, that's right, I don't have any tea, but I do have some water, so I'm going to say that's none of my business as long as they're over age. But at the same time, when you are a 16 and 17-year-old girl and you want to be around these guys and you lie to them about your age, it is unfair to judge these guys based on that. If they didn't know, they didn't know. Prime example, I'm going to bring up Venia again. He's a Smash Brothers player in our Smash division, Deadly Alliance, here in EMP. A girl came to his defense indirectly in a sense and stated when she was, I think, 16 or 17. I don't know. The underage girl, she was either 16 or 17. I can't remember which age. When she told Venia she was not of age yet, Venia deaded her. Yo, I can't be, yo, you underage. I can't deal with you, man. And she liked him. Fortunately, thank God she was a decent person and told him his age. So there's a lot of girls who are 16 who have matured and they don't want to wait to 18 before they want to get into that life. Unfortunately, you girls have to wait because you put our lives at risk. You really do. We could lose our job, lose our social life, go to prison because you don't want to wait 2 more years before you get caught in that. This only applies in America. In Jamaica, it's different. 16-year-olds have consent to have sex. So it's different down here. Isn't shit? Well, yeah. As my wife says, there are younger girls than 16 who, oh, I'm going to this party. I'm gonna see Junior there. Oh, I'm definitely like, what? Like, how old are you? 14. Where are you learning this from? There's WhatsApp videos, schoolgirls in the back of the bus, dudes blowing them out. Videos. So, you know, different.
Well, and, you know, respect for those women who will sit there and they will be honest with those who they're interacting with. You got to give them their kudos because, like you said, there's not those who are honest enough because they feel the backlash of people automatically looking down upon them because of their age, that they tend to feel more, you know, feel the need to lie more. Because I would say I had that exact same issue with the fella that I was interacting with way back when, even though I was like only maybe 6 years older than him, but I was like, just that gap was like, he was still in his early 20s, and I'm just like, look, it's not gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry, like, but you gotta respect the fact that they're being honest with you, and just hope that with every interaction, someone would be the adult and be like, you know what, this is the case, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and this is what you know, my little baggage that come along with it, and you just hope that's the case. But unfortunately, in the scene and outside the scene, not everybody is transparent, so you have to sit there and ask for ID. Like, you got to do your fucking Batman investigation and whatnot, because if you're going to protect yourself, you can't expect someone else to protect you.
To protect you, 100% true. And this is an unfortunate situation overall. And that's why I put out the Thanos tweet. People thought I put out that Thanos tweet because I was grandstanding what was happening. I was actually conflicted. I was very saddened because I'm like, the purge is happening and we need to purge the people who are guilty for these crimes. But there are innocent people who are getting caught up in it and they're getting bodied. And they don't know. They don't know how to. I
agree with that too.
They don't know how to defend themselves. So, like me, this has happened to me 20 years ago. Like, this stupid person, this little troll here, is not the first. It has happened to me before. I'm just older now, so I know how to deal with the situation. I don't wait for the situation to come to me. I go to the situation fully equipped with all guns blazing, scorched earth. That's all I'm in. I'm killing everything in the field moving, period. Because you ain't taking me. That's my only, you are not taking me. Now, how do we rectify this situation? How do we stop this situation? Well, first and foremost, with the last 20 minutes here, I want to get into this, right? The first thing we have to do is protect the minors. Those are the first, before we protect the underage, the 16 and 17-year-olds, before we protect the people of age being sexually assaulted, inappropriately touched, or whatever you want to call it, a sexual assault or rape, before we get to them, we must protect the children. And I propose, and this is where everyone's going to hate me now, after COVID-19 is done and gaming comes back, if you're 18, you cannot see no physical tournament. Stay home. Online, watch it, stream. You don't get to until you're unless you're accompanied by a parent, not a guardian, a parent. You must be accompanied by a parent, not a guardian, and they have to prove that they're your parent. Because these girls, like, when I hear stories like this, listen to this, guys. Interrupt me when you find a problem here. You know, so after the tournament, you know, we were all laughing and we just got something to eat, and I decided to go into his room and go to sleep on the same bed with him. How old were you? 16. Does anyone know what the problem with this is?
Well, I can point out the fact that how the fuck are you back to his crib to be in anybody's bed? But hey, that's
No, no,
Exactly.
no,
Who the fuck invited you?
No, time out. It's not about who invited you. They're at a video game tournament at a hotel.
It's a public place.
Right? Yeah, you're right. But listen to what I just said. This 16-year-old girl is at a public place saying, can I sleep in your room, in your bed with you?
You know that's not how it go down.
No. Meta,
You know.
that's how it goes on in the FGC, Smash, and a lot of these places. Even the anime cons. Here's an example. Meta, if you had a 16-year-old daughter and she was going to a convention, like let's say anime, let's say anime con. They're going to anime con. What time does your daughter have to be home?
Now, I have to be reasonable, depending on how these cons go, because some of them are for the weekend or, you know, for multiple days, not just one day.
Okay.
And I have to be, you know, aware of, who you're going with, how long you plan on staying, who you plan on meeting there if you're not going with someone, and, the basics. There's not just like, I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of parents out there just dropping the ball. And that's the truth. You just got to be honest with it. There's not enough parents are going to do that footwork to be like, okay, so who's this and who's that and what's what? They're just not going to do that. So I, as an individual, know damn well that, as a 16-year-old, I may not have the best parenting skills, but, especially if you know damn well that somebody's not looking out for you, you got to look out for yourself.
But let me ask you this
And
other
the
question.
curfew, that depends on what I inform my parents. So, because my parents will be expecting me at a certain time. So you got to be reasonable to that.
But let me ask you a question, though. Would you at least want to know where your 16-year-old, whose room your 16-year-old daughter is going to be sleeping in if she's asked to stay over the weekend? Yeah, but the mothers don't know.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know a couple of parents who, they're very negligent. They, they literally, their kids is for the streets, and that's just how they live. So you can't really expect too much from the parents when it comes down to their children. So there's a lot of kids out there just, they out there by themselves. Like, they're not nobody's looking out for them. So you got to be logical. You might depend on what kind of kids you're interacting with. Are those kids' parents even aware of what their kid is doing? Like, there's so many factors you have to consider, as opposed to just saying, okay, let's blame the parents, or let's blame the kid, or let's blame the predators. Like, we want to blame, but we got to figure out what exactly is causing this shit to facilitate it all together.
And what's causing it to facilitate is that these events are allowing minors into events that are like adults are at. Like, okay, a minor cannot, it's just crazy. Like, a minor comes to an event, like I said, in my opinion, if you're under the age of 18, then you need to be accompanied with an adult. It's just that simple. That cuts out all the underage, all the minor potential predatory issues, because you're accompanied with an adult. That's my take on it. Now, that would hurt the industry because that's lack of money. A lot of minors are like, well, they're not going because they can't go without a parent, and their parent may not be able to go because they got work, and that's a loss of sales. But here's where it's moral versus the dollars.
Decide whether loss of sales worth of loss of people's livelihoods or people's way of living or how we view the industry in itself, because that's more or less the issue.
Yes, but that's my entire point. No one's going to do that. No one's going to build that system to protect the children because it's going to cost them money. So the system in itself is already.
I'm going to step out for a sec.
Yeah, the system in itself is already corrupt. Moving forward, right? The next thing after that, dudes, listen, guys. Let me tell you something right now. Stop touching these girls. Stop. You could talk to these girls. Don't think that, it's inappropriate to ask a girl, do you like me? Shoot your shot. There's nothing inappropriate with you asking a girl. You can ask a girl, would you like to have sex? If she says no, that's it, no. If she goes, that's inappropriate that you ask me. No, it's not. You're a man. You're a human. You're allowed to ask. There's nothing. If I'm not gay, if a gay man came, hey, Triforce, listen, I really like you. I'd like to have sex with you. I'm going to be like, no, I don't swing that way. but he has the right to ask me. Now, does a person have to ask you that in a workplace? No, in a workplace that's inappropriate. That's highly inappropriate in a workplace. But in public, you can. You have that right. That does not make you a monster. That does not make you a predator. You have the right to ask the question. You have the right to shoot your shot. Stop trying to sneak it, infer it. What's the word for this? Where you try to like hint it. Stop. Stop. Only little children do that. Stop. Be a man.
Making innuendos and inferences.
And inferences. No. We are in an age of Me Too. No more innuendos. No more inferences. Straight up. You look at a girl, yo, you want this D or not? Period. What? Why you gotta ask it like that? Because I need to know. I'm tired of this innuendo and stuff like that. You come in, you hug me. Oh, we just friends. So why'd you just hug me the other day like that? That was mad soft and compassionate. And like I'm confused here. No, because we're friends. All right, now that we know we're friends, don't hug me like that no more. Why? Because I don't want to catch feelings for you that I can't do anything about because we friends. See, you dead it. You dead it. Dead these situations. Stop letting these situations creep up on you. Dead them.
Let me just add also is that just speaking from a lot of experience, various situations, always want to try to figure out what a situation is so you know what it's not.
Yeah.
No, I've dealt with my share of slurs. I've dealt with my share of just women that would just want to be friends. Whatever. Everything. Every relationship with a female except marriage I've had. So as long as you know what it is and what it's not, you can yourself accordingly. That's why I think that's what people lack. They don't necessarily know where they stand. They're not asking direct questions. You may think that somebody feels some way for you. You're gonna kind of have this pocket reality, like, oh, yo, she's feeling me. Let me go and this, but then she's not really feeling you, and then you get your feelings hurt or she gets offended. It's best to just kind of know what it is and what it's not, and that's what I gotta say about that.
And that's actually what it is. So guys, stop dancing around the situation. Get straight to the point. And second, guys, learn to take rejections. Man up. Take rejections. Stop being scared. No, if I ask her, she's gonna reject me. That's kind of what you want. What you want is an answer. You want her to reject you or accept you. Staying in limbo, like Bloody Bison said, and being in your pocket reality is dangerous. Not only is it dangerous for you, but you can also potentially offend the person that you live in your pocket dimension with. Cut it out. Like you need to step forward and stop with the foolishness. So that's my thing to deal with it. When I look at this entire Me Too movement in gaming, all I can say is that it is a bittersweet victory, because now, as I've said this before on the On Blast show, MK James, big shout outs to James, a big shout outs to All Caps, and big shout outs to Melina. Melanie, I said Melina. For a very long time, the scene has seen their heroes for what they're not. They're villains. These guys got big contracts, endorsements, and sponsorship deals. They got the money, they set. These guys are your villains. Not all of them, most of them. They don't care. They just want to have a good time. And then there are those who have nothing, and you guys deem them as your villains. I'm definitely one of those people, but in reality, I'm your hero. And I've been telling you guys this for the last 20 years about the scene and everything. That's why that Thanos clip that I put on my Twitter, that's why it's there. It's because, man, really, seriously speaking, man, I really feel sorry that all of this is even happening. Because it's like, yes, you know, good things are going to come from this, because a change is going to be made, but at great sacrifice. The greater good comes at great sacrifice.
It does.
on that point, guys, I'm going to end this particular stream. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Your Bloody Bison, thank you for coming through. Anna, definitely thanks for coming through. Same thing for you, Meta. Evil Jagan, thank you for coming through as well. I really appreciate you guys on the matter. And for all you haters out there who want to come and attack me, EAD.
I have mad respect for the law, and I told him
Who's that? Oh, EAD. You don't know what EAD is? Look it up. No, you will never be able to cancel me. I am the Emperor of Arcadia. I am uncancelable. Number two, you can't cancel someone that's not even a part of you. Like, I don't subscribe to your scene, really. I don't. I'm at an arm length distance. If not for KDZ, Sanford, Rogue Yoshi, and a couple of the fighters that we have, and Deadly Alliance as a whole, I wouldn't even be involved in Smash or Street Fighter at all in the West. I'd be down here in Jamaica and in Africa building up our esports infrastructures. So yes, I don't really care about your scene. I don't care about the US culture. I don't care. Don't get me wrong. I'll work with the people in there. I'll respect and whatever. But if you're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna cancel you out of a scene, be gone, thought. That doesn't work on me. Until next time, we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break, and then I'm gonna come back with a filler stream. And then I guess in the filler stream, if you guys really want to, we can get medieval. We can really talk about the real grit and grind. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
South Stream.